We all have things that we love, gifts from our childhood, hand-me-downs, and treasures that have real meaning. But quite often, we just don't know what to do with them.
They're not really useful to me in any way as they are now, but equally I can't let them go.
They lie neglected in cupboards, lofts, and garages.
It's kind of just taking up a lot of space.
Not good enough to use, but too precious to lose.
I'm just not creative or talented enough to do anything with it myself.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Yeah.
Our specialist team of remakers each have a particular skill.
Well, what I'd love to do with your car is turn it into a giant feather.
Okay. And are ready to reimagine and transform.
I can imagine this would be someone's nightmare, seeing their wedding dress being ripped up.
I think it's going to work.
It's going to become something beautiful again.
I am really excited to see what you've done with it. Wow!
Oh, wow.
It's really lovely.
This is so pretty. This is really pretty.
That is seriously impressive. Takes my breath away.
Welcome to Saved and Remade. First into the workshop today is Paul from Warwickshire with a rare musical treasure.
Hi.
Hi, Daisy. This is Paul.
Hello.
And he's brought in his HiFi.
Wow.
This is something that used to belong to my mum and dad. It came from, I think, this is guessing, 1956, 57. I remember it because my mum and dad were at the Oxford Town Hall, and it was something called, I've brought this certificate which tells me, People Are Funny from Radio Luxembourg. They were in the town hall and my mum was asked to go up on the stage. I don't know what they did to win it, but she was quite keen to go up. She, you know, one of these things where I want somebody from the audience.
Sounds like my mum.
But they won this. And
Wow.
It really actually formed quite a big part of their life because they loved dancing. They absolutely adored dancing. So this, as a child, I remember this box being played over and over again and then dancing up and down the lounge.
This high-end HiFi was quite the prize. Placed in the corner of a room, its innovative side speakers amplified sound by bouncing it off the walls.
Lovely item. I'm interested, you said they won it at the Oxford Town Hall.
Yeah.
So I'm from Oxford.
Oh,
I used
you?
to work in the museum in the town hall.
Oh, amazing.
It's beautiful, that town hall.
It is a nice town.
Yeah.
Because I was born in Oxford as well, so we've got something in common.
I'm feeling all left out over here.
Oh, sorry.
Does it still work?
Well, it did up until about 2 weeks ago, and I actually knocked the end bit off.
Paul's dad passed the record player down to him after many years of enjoyment. But now that it's broken, he's keen to give it a new lease of life as something else.
It's a shame. I mean, it's got such sentimental value, but I'd never throw it out.
So it's a treasured item, you don't want to get rid of it.
No.
You brought it to the right place.
Yeah.
And I think we've got the best maker for you today, Daisy, who works a lot with wood.
So I was initially thinking about making it into some kind of wall-mounted wine cabinet.
Oh, that sounds nice, yeah?
Yeah, and I was thinking of opening it out,
Yeah.
taking the stopper hinge off.
Yeah.
And so this would be wall-mounted, and you can, sit a nice wine bottle in there. You can have 3 wine bottles.
No, I really like that idea. That's fantastic.
Oh, glad.
We enjoy a glass of wine, so that's ideal. That's great.
Brilliant.
Are there any features that you want to keep?
I'd like to keep something that says what it used to
Yeah.
be. I mean, there's that in there. I don't know whether that'll come out. There's something that says pie in there.
Is this a great design for you?
It is.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Yeah, no, I really like that. That's good. It's a clever idea.
I'm glad you like it.
No, it's
I'm glad you drink wine.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
It's great because Daisy says she's going to save some of the badges for me, which will be a great reminder of Mum and Dad from years ago. And I've got an item that I can use, whereas as it is at the moment, it's just sat there doing nothing.
The HiFi's sentimental value isn't lost on remaker Daisy.
So from talking to Paul, I could really feel the memories that he has attached to this box. They danced, listening to the music on this record player, and it sounds like it was a really focal point of his home. But it's done its time, and that's why it's really important that I managed to make it into something new, still functional, and beautiful.
Daisy specialises in fine furniture making. Repurposing an old HiFi is new territory.
I have no idea if it's going to take me 5 minutes or if it's going to turn out the screws are old and they're going to snap or it's going to be complications. But the only way to find out is to get the screwdriver out and have a go.
Daisy's first task is to remove all the bits that made it a record player.
Brilliant. That opened really well. That was easy. Turntables come out already. The next stage is going to be to try and remove some of these electrical gubbins on the inside. So I need to get these blocks out. Because of the worry that I might pull away some more of the timber, that the safest bet is to go with flush cut saw. I use this one because it is a Japanese flush cut saw, which means it cuts on the pull rather than the push. It's a lot more energy efficient. This is on a curve, so that's another reason for going with this, because it's got a bendy saw blade, which means you can line it up on your timber. You can keep your fingers there, and you can just cut. Yes!
With the HiFi box finally free from all its lumps and bumps, Daisy can concentrate on the transformation. Her first focus is saving the badges that Paul's so fond of.
I'm just going to see if I can slip a knife under this. It might not work. Feels really delicate. Ooh. Yes. I'm so glad that came off easily. Perfect.
Almost like it was made to measure. The badge can now take centre stage in the soon-to-be wine cabinet. Over in another corner of the workshop, Titch is working out just what to do with his next item.
Hey, Shelley, what do you reckon to this?
Well, you're a natural, mate. God.
Come on, have a go on it.
This bit of kit comes from gym owner Michael.
This machine's a glute machine. Your glute is a big muscle at the top of your leg, also known as your bum.
Go on there, look at that. Do you reckon that buns of steel if you keep going on there?
I already have buns of steel, Titch. Aye, that'll do. That leg's fine now.
That's a good
The rest
one,
of it, yeah.
Michael and his wife own a community gym near Sunderland.
I've always wanted to own a gym, and I worked as a HGV driver to save up the money to open the gym. And with the money I'd managed to save, I got a set of compressed air machines.
When the gym opened, they could only afford second-hand equipment. Now it's thriving, but this machine is outdated and unused. Michael's still fond of it, though.
It's sentimental to the gym. It was part of the first pieces of kit that was in there.
No pressure, Titch.
It's a beauty, isn't it?
It's nice. It's what you're going to do with it.
I think the first thing I've got to take it apart. I'm interested to see what's in there. Mind you, I quite like this sort of little hexagon, octagon shape at the front. I think there's something I could do with that, and in conjunction with the pad on the top, I've got a little idea in my head. When I was in the Marines, we used to be in the gym all the time. And it's not just the time in the gym that counts, it's actually the time of rest. So I think a bench will work a treat for Mike.
To get a better idea of what he's working on, Titch first needs to take the machine apart.
Well, now we've looked inside. Not quite what I was expecting. There's a big chain in here that obviously operates from there, and then there's an arm that pushes down onto a piston. That's not going to help. I wanted 2 pistons in there, and there's only one. I was hoping if there was 2 pistons, I could have used them as uprights for a bench. You can't really do it just off one, it'd be a bit precarious, wouldn't it? So I'm going to have to think of another way of doing it. looking at this, I think I'd be better off using the front, because I've got two uprights here that give me a good base to then make a platform for a bench.
There's lots of different parts in the machine that could be useful.
So I've got a lot of good steel here that I can use, and actually there's this lovely pad on the top, so I can use that for a top. First thing I need to do is take this apart. I'm going to need bigger tools than a screwdriver to do that. I think the best bet in order to create a bench is to utilise the big pad that you leant on. Makes an ideal seat. Now, if I take a piece of steel out the back and put that across the top, like that, and then we put the pad on the top of that, I think that'll work. I really want to do a good job on this. Michael's a big man and he's in shape, so no pressure.
Next up, and pedalling his way into the workshop, is 27-year-old Jesse from London.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi.
Did you ride all the way here, did you?
Almost.
It's a long old journey.
Jesse, I want you to meet Lee and
Hello.
Shelley.
Hiya, Jessie. How are you
They're
doing?
going to be pitching today for the remake of your bike. So tell us about it.
So this is my bike that I've had since I was a child. I got it when I was about 12, and I've ridden it all the way up kind of until adulthood.
Wow. I can't believe you have your childhood bike. So who first taught you to ride a bike?
It was my dad. So it took me a little bit longer to ride a bike than most people, because I didn't know this at the time, but I'm dyspraxic. But yeah, no one picked up on it until I was 18. So I didn't know for ages why it took me so much longer to ride a bike.
It affects your balance as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's one of the main things.
Being dyspraxic and learning to ride a bike, that must have been a massive achievement for you. Is that one of the reasons why you've kept hold of it?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely represented, like, overcoming that barrier for me. Being able to, like, have that independence and go wherever you want is just absolutely huge. And then I eventually, like, learned to ride. I was bought this one sort of as a gift for the fact that I'd actually learned to do something that I'd been really struggling with. So I remember going down to the local bike shop and being bought it and just being, like, really loving that it was bright purple and getting it because of that. But yeah, a lot of the bits have been, like, gradually replaced as I've been desperately trying to hold on to it being rideable.
It's in pretty good nick to say you've had it a long time, isn't it? It's
yeah, and, like, it's been ridden a lot as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been very impressed with it. It's, like, served me very well.
Why would you like to see this bike transformed into something else?
I mean, it's kind of just taking up a lot of space, and it feels like it's a disservice, something that I think is, like, I think it's quite a beautiful item to sort of not be used for anything.
So it's loved, but unused?
Yeah.
I think you brought it to the right place, absolutely. Artist and interior designer Shelley is first to pitch for Jesse's bike.
Right, hiya, Jessie. So for your bike, I would like to make a table using the two wheels. So the tabletop would be the top wheel and the back wheel would be the base, and the wheels will be sat on a wooden frame almost. Through the centre, there'll be a glass tabletop so that you can use it as a table. And with the handlebars and seat, I would like to make, I don't know if you know, it's a Picasso piece.
Yes,
it's called Bull's Head, and it's the handlebars and the seat.
A Picasso-inspired transformation. That's pretty special.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, for it to be something that is so connected to a famous work of art as well, like, yeah, it's definitely special. I mean, I really love that it kind of keeps the shape of the bike and makes it into something practical. And keeping the yellow wheel as well, I like the idea of that, yeah.
It's not decision time yet, though. Lee's up next. He's a sculptor used to working with metal, so this should be right up his street.
Well, for every table you get a chair, so I'm thinking of making a chair, really. What I'd like to do is cut it. I'm going to cut it straight down the middle. So these two pipes will come, one will go one way, one will go the other. And then between that, I'll get all these struts of metal going across, which then I'll weave your tyres in and out to get like a woven-esque thing.
Well, that sketch is anything to go by. I think that's pretty impressive, don't you?
Yeah, I really love the idea of making it into something really functional. It is very destructive, though, as you say.
Yeah, it is. Preserving the paint might be a bit tricky, though.
Very interesting that you've both gone for furniture pieces. Oh, this is tough. This is really tough.
I know, yeah. I mean, it's definitely going to be cut up one way or the other, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that okay? I feel like I need to hold your hand.
Yeah. I mean, I like things that are very durable. I feel like I might worry about something being made of glass, just because I'm very clumsy.
What do you think you'd look at more and, you know, still feel the memories? What will bring back that sort of nostalgia for you?
I mean, I think for me, it's the purple colouring, I think.
Okay. Jessie, which designer would you like to go with? Shelley or Lee?
I think I'm going to go with Lee.
Wow.
Right, let's get the angle grinder out. Are you all ready for this? Are you ready for this?
What swayed it? That really surprised me.
Yeah, I really like the idea of the weaving, and yeah, I like the idea of having something durable and usable. And I think also, like, I'm very kind of, whenever I'm talking to people, I'll like fiddle with things, I'll fiddle with my hands. So I really like the idea of like the pedals being...
Yeah, that pedal sounded good.
Yeah.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Don't put your drink on it, though, because it'll just go...
Shelley, you'll get the next one, I'm sure of it.
Brilliant, thanks.
Which means there's just time for one last ride on his beloved bike. Come on, Jessie!
Sweet.
No.
We'll take good care of it.
Before Lee takes his angle grinder to it. And there's no time like the present. Lee is used to working with tough metals like iron and bronze. The thin frame of an old bike is going to be a whole new world for him.
Here we go. Let's get this into some bits. Get the wheels off, get the handlebars off, get it all stripped back, get as many bits off it as possible. So it's just the naked frame, so then I can actually start angle grinding it. It's a well-loved and used bike, so it's been looked after. So as you can see earlier, I was riding it, it all works okay, which is good. Won't work after I finished it with it though. Wait for this to come off. Hey! Now the pedals, you know, with the drawing in there, I'm going to incorporate the pedals into this bit here. Hopefully we get to do something with that later as well. It'd be nice to get that incorporated in there somewhere. Some fun with them bits there. They're going to be quite nice. Possibly like into the... We've got this little area down here, which is this strut that comes through. So we'll get that in underneath there. I think that'll work. Got to save the Vogue.
Lee needs to slice the frame down the middle to create the two sides of the chair.
So, give me the seat. The back's going to come up there. Got to change that angle a little bit there. But get it so the whole thing and then the seat will be in between and going up. I reckon, if we cut it in a straight enough line. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get myself a little bit of a guideline. So I get a bit of a pen mark, something to follow. Get it in here, put a bit of cardboard in here just to protect the paint from the vice. These are going to be the back legs, these two bits here. So we get them into two parts, and that's going to get me access to this lot here. And then what we're going to do is painstakingly cut the whole bike right down the middle so we can get it into two halves so that we can preserve this shape. I think we should get started, eh?
This is a critical part of the build. One tiny mistake and the whole design will be ruined. But with over 20 years experience, Lee knows all the tricks of metalwork.
There we go, look at that. So yeah, bike of two halves. Pretty good, isn't it?
It's important to Jessie to maintain the vibrant colour scheme, but that's no mean feat.
And the inside, I thought I'd do bright yellow because of the colour of his tyres. They're so nice and yellow, and he seemed to be well into his yellow. Build it up slowly but surely.
busy day in the workshop. Earlier, Paul brought in his HiFi that belonged to his parents.
It's got such sentimental value, but I'd never throw it out.
Remaker Daisy plans to transform it into a finely crafted, wall-mounted wine cabinet, keeping as many of the original details as she can.
Perfect.
And now she's creating the wine rack to fit inside.
I've marked it out. So it's big enough for the wine bottle to sit there comfortably. I'm gonna cut most of it out on the bandsaw. I will probably be finishing it off with a spoke shave by hand.
Such precision work is effortless to a skilled woodworker like Daisy.
This blade here is fairly narrow in this dimension, which means it's capable of doing fairly tight curves. So in this case, I'm taking off as much as I can, and then I am able to go quite close because of the blade that I've got on there.
Once she has a rough shape in place, the more intricate work begins.
I'm trying to use the spoke shave on oak end grain, which is quite tricky. It's hard, it's brittle. This is quite a dry piece of timber, so it is quite challenging. But you just have to try and find kind of edge.
This can be a time-consuming process, but not for a pro like Daisy. The carving's immaculate, and the shelf?
Perfect fit.
With the hard work done, Daisy can sand it down and treat the wood.
So I prefer to use a hard wax oil for a lot of my finishing. Application is quite easy, it's durable, and it doesn't affect the colour of the wood too much. It brings it out and makes it pop without turning it yellow or darkening it or changing it too drastically. In between coats, you want to gently denib it using some fine sandpaper.
Once the wood has dried, the final assembly begins, just in time for Paul's return.
I'm feeling rather excited. I'm very interested to see what they've done with it.
Paul's parents' HiFi was gathering dust, much loved but unused.
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
Hi.
How are you two?
Good, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Wow. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it. That is fantastic. It's amazing, isn't it?
This once top-end HiFi has been remade into a fantastic wine cabinet with felt-lined glass holders, a shelf for a corkscrew, and a handy blackboard for your all-important wine list.
Paul, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking it looks fabulous. That was really great, Daisy. I love it. You've done a great job. I noticed that you got the little badge in there, which is great. I noticed that straight away, which is really nice.
Brilliant. That was what I was really aiming to do, was give it a new function, but keep the shape and keep the little reminders. Like, yeah.
I mean, it's lovely. I'm lost for words, really. I don't know what to say.
Paul, this HiFi originally belonged to your dad. What would he make of this?
He'll like it because it's still remained as it was in a way, but it hasn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's you can see what it was, but it's totally different. Yeah, no, it's lovely. Oh, really, no, chuffed to bits, thank you.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, Paul, you already look like you're dressed for a party. You've not let us down today. Another snazzy outfit.
Let's crack it open then. Let's go for it.
3 glasses,
Yeah,
3
yeah.
of us.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Fabulous, yeah. No, I'm really pleased, thank you.
It's certainly worthy of a toast. A precious family item transformed and repurposed.
It's fantastic because it has got a new lease of life now, whereas before it was just stuck in this room and it was gathering dust, and I haven't used it for years, so it's nice because I will be able to use it now. Hopefully it will stay in the family and I'll be able to hand it down to the children and they can have it in their room as well.
Meanwhile, Titch is transforming an old glute exercise machine. It's going to be a bench for the reception at Michael's gym.
This is the main cut, I've got to get it right. I'm going to take this section out for Michael's bench. This is going to be the main cross member that will sit across the original footbeds to actually create the bench. So I've got to get it bang on. Okay, that's the first cut done. I've got to flip it over to do the other side, but the next one I've got to do is a real long cut, and it's got to be straight as a die.
There are no second chances here. If Titch messes this up, the whole design could be ruined. The largest pad will go on top of the steel frame to create the bench seat. But that's not all Michael's gym machine has to offer.
These are in fact the foot plates, and they raise and lower on this thread. They slide to there like that, and they will raise and lower, enabling the bench to go up and down. Now I've just got to make sure that what I've cut is the right size. And here she is, the moment of truth. Will it fit? Oh, like a glove. That's absolutely cracking. And you know, sometimes the planets just align because even the holes on the foot plates line up with this box section steel, so I can bolt it straight into there. From glute testing station to glute resting station.
A catchy slogan. And Titch is on the home straight for his transformation. Michael's arrived at the workshop to see what his glute machine has turned into.
I think I'm anxious and nervous at the same time, but really excited to see how it's being changed and what it can be used for now.
Michael,
Hiya.
how are you?
Good, thank you.
You looking forward to this?
Yeah, I can't wait. Nervous.
Nervous? I am as well, mate, to be honest. It was interesting. Having had that brought to me, I had a bit of a epic trying to think of ideas of what I could do for you. Right, Michael, are you ready to see what I turned your glute machine into?
I am, let's see it.
There you go.
Wow.
What do you think?
Really nice, yeah.
Sweet. I managed to actually incorporate a bit of mechanics. I like to do that with everything I've got, and I like things to work and utilise what is actually there. So this has a little added touch that you can actually raise and lower your seat height. Should you have shorter people in?
Brilliant. Ideal for the kids.
I made the two little drinks rests, because these are drinks rests, out of the foot plates. I did give them a good clean, by the way, mate. So we used drinks rests on each side.
Brilliant, I love it.
The pad fitted superbly in the centre, and then I put on the front for you just a little touch that you established your gym in 2017.
I noticed it's a nice touch.
Have you got any ideas where you'd put it?
This is going to go into the reception area, so everybody that's coming into the gym is going to at least pass it and see it.
Yeah, ideally.
Probably sit on it.
Probably sit on it. Fantastic. Make sure they do and test it out for me. Chuffed to bits, you like it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah?
Class, good work.
Smashing. Cheers, man. Appreciate it.
A fitting end for a retired glute machine. A fabulous new resting place for some tired bottoms.
I love it. I think it'll look really well in the gym. I love the fact that it's got the year on of when the gym was established, and I really like the fact that it's still got moving parts and actually does something as well as it just being a seat. And I'm sure customers will love it.
Another intriguing item in the workshop today has caught the eye of Elizabeth, a graphic designer who has made fabric her forte.
Where did this bag come from? What has this bag been through?
I bought my dad's Royal Navy kit bag. So this is something that he would have been issued with when he finished his basic training just before the Second World War started. And it would have travelled with him all the way through his service in the Royal Navy until he was demobbed after the war had finished.
Although she has no use for her dad's kit bag, it's an important part of her family's history.
When I came across it, when we were clearing out Mum's house, I knew instantly I couldn't throw it out because it symbolises to me my dad's service during the war, the stories that I grew up with, that he was quite happy to share, and they were part of my childhood, part of a very happy childhood. And the kit bag symbolises all of that. So I just could not throw it away. Even though I can't use it for what it's originally intended for.
Which is where Elizabeth comes in, and she's already brimming with nautical-themed ideas.
I've found a fantastic frame of a deck chair, and what I've come up with is a way to cut out a piece of fabric and to frame it beautifully inside a nice frame of a deck chair, and focusing carefully on this piece which has the name and the serial number. I think the best way to start with this is to try to slightly open up the bag, take apart the seams, and deconstruct it a little bit to kind of get a nice flat piece.
Elizabeth actually needs to create two pieces as she plans to make a pair of deck chairs. Let the deconstruction commence.
Every seamstress's favorite tool, a seam ripper.
Unpicking the seams means she can flatten the kit bag out as much as possible.
The material of the kit bag actually lends itself perfectly to the deck chairs because it's quite thick, super robust, heavy canvas, waterproof, which means that Andrea can use it indoors or outdoors, wherever she chooses to sit in her lovely deck chairs.
Over in the forge, Lee is hard at it, working on Jesse's beloved childhood bike that he brought in.
I think it's quite a beautiful item to sort of not be used for anything.
Sculptor Lee plans to transform it into a one-of-a-kind chair.
Hey!
Using mild steel to form its frame and incorporating many of the bike's original features. And now the paint's dry, it's time to create the chair's cushioned seat and back. Lee's going to weave the tyres and inner tubes through some metal rods.
So I've got to get 18 lengths of 10mm threaded bar, 50 centimetres. It's about the right size. It was convenient though, because you know, the lengths that we got are 1 metre long, so cut them in half. No wastage. So we got all these cut up. They're all looking lovely like that. Nice whole stack of them. So on here, that's going to be these bits that go up through here. And then the inner tube is going to weave in and out of these.
That means puncturing both halves of the frame. Let's hope the holes line up, or the chair will be wonky.
Oh, let's see if it fits. Oh, yes.
Amazing skills. It's coming together, with some improvising along the way.
They go on there, like that. We're going to offer this part of Jess's bike up. I mean, ideally, I would have liked to just weld all this together. But it was really important for Jess that we kept this paint in as good a condition as we could do. So that's why I sort of changed my thoughts a little. And this way we have been able to preserve the paint job.
Bolting the chair together is a lot of extra work, but that's what's needed to retain Jesse's purple paintwork. Meanwhile, Elizabeth is transforming Andrea's Royal Navy kit bag into a pair of deck chairs. She's cutting the material in two, taking care to preserve the name and service number.
So I've measured out a section which is approximately 42 centimeters wide with a seam allowance, which is going to give me this right in the center of the chair. So now I'm just going to cut and try to make a nice straight seam along where I've pinned.
as there wasn't quite enough fabric from the kit bag to cover the deck chair frames, she's picked out some black canvas to add length.
So try to make a nice straight cut following my pins. Don't cut the pin. Working with this kind of fabric, which is quite thick and robust, you need to have a needle that is not super fine, but something that's got a bit of sturdiness to it as well. But we also need to use a very, very thick upholstery type thread so that the seams are nice and tight, because we don't want to have any accidents, we don't want any seams coming apart.
With the pieces sewn together and the deck chair bolts tightened, all that's left is for Elizabeth to attach the fabric.
The general idea is this kind of thing. So this will get sewn into a piece that will work like that. I think it's come together really, really nicely. And I really like the contrasting color frame that I've chosen.
Andrea has arrived to see what's become of her dad's navy kit bag.
I'm really, really excited to see what it's been turned into. And my heart is beating quite erratically. My childhood was full of lots of stories of things that he did. And that's what makes the kit bag special, really.
Hi, Andrea. So, are you excited to see what we've done?
I'm so excited.
Oh, good. I'm very excited to show you what we've done. So, the more I thought about him being in the Navy and where this bag had been on ships and that sort of thing, I think we got a solution for you, which I'm really excited about. So, here we go.
Oh, wow.
So what I've done for you are two steamer deck chairs, is what they're called. And they are, the kit bag actually worked perfectly because I was able to take the, frame your father's name and cushion there. And then I thought, instead of having a plain one, his name was on the bottom of the bag too, so I took that piece and put it on there.
They're just amazing. They are so amazing.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
I love the way that you've kept the holes at the top.
Yes, no, the holes were very important to keep that, because that actually makes it still a bag in a way. It's not just a piece of fabric. So what does it make you feel when you see your father's kit bag transformed in this way?
It's very emotional, very emotional. And I think you would love them. You would love them.
I'm pleased to be able to remake them into something that, will remind you of your father and his adventures and all that sort of thing.
Thank you so much.
You are very, very welcome. My pleasure.
It's a wonderful transformation. Well done, Elizabeth. From a pair of unique deck chairs to a very different kind of chair, as Lee's busy transforming Jessie's childhood bike. It's been dismantled and cut into pieces, and now it's ready to take on its new form.
You can see the chair's coming together. I've got all of these tubes all cut to length, and they're all on there. So what I need to do now is I want to try and get this inner tubes and the tyre woven in and out of there.
Intricate work needs just the right tool.
Come on. Get out of there.
What was a bike frame is now the frame of a chair. It's ready for Lee's ingenious idea for a cushioned seat. Woven strips of tyre and inner tube.
Oh, that's quite satisfying, that. Really and truly, I've designed this chair, but I've never done a chair like this before. I've never woven rubber tyres and rubber inner tubes before. If I start doing that more, means it hasn't worked. If I do that, hey, it's worked.
The design might have sounded harebrained, but Lee has gone seamlessly from sculptor to weaver.
There we go, little valve there. This is one of the key parts of Jess's bike that he's bought specifically and put onto his bike because he wanted to make it look, you know, to be his style, to suit him. So I think it's a really important thing to try and get that to be in this seat the best we can. More inner tubes.
Lee's incorporating as many of the bike's original features as he can to give the chair a final flourish.
I think that would be a nice little detail just to finish off up there. I'm very happy with it. I think it'll, but more importantly, is Jessie going to be happy with it? I think that's the most important thing.
Jessie's back, on foot this time, to see what's happened to his beloved bike.
Jessie, welcome back to the workshop. How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Very well. Remind me about your childhood bike that you brought in.
I brought in a mountain bike that was bright purple with bright yellow tyres.
I know you love this bike so much. What features of the bike did you want kept intact?
I think I said the Vogue logo.
Oh no.
He's winding you up. Jessie, I don't want to keep you in suspense any longer. Would you like to see your bike that has been transformed into a chair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. And it's still purple. That's amazing. Do they go round at the side? Wow, they do go round.
A nice little feature.
Just right at shin height.
Yeah, exactly. So you could like, put your peanuts on one side and then your pint of beer on the other side and rotate it round.
That's amazing. I can't believe how much it still looks like it. Should I sit in it?
Yeah.
Do you dare?
Is it going to fall apart?
It's definitely sturdy.
How's that?
It's the right size for me.
Yeah?
Chairs are usually too big for me.
Perfect.
And you're quite a bit taller than me as well, so I was expecting you.
I was relying on the bike frame to determine its height and everything.
That's so good. Thank you.
Oh, brilliant. I'm glad you like it.
You're beaming. You're making me smile. It's so cool.
It's very, very cool, yes. Seeing my bike transformed as something else was just like amazing. It's so impressive how it looks. Because yeah, it still looks like itself, which is huge.